Hi everybody, welcome back to Random Lifestyle Vlog and welcome to another fragrance haul video. I definitely need to stop buying fragrances. I need like a break, like 2 months break or so, because it's just becoming like very concerning with the amount of fragrances I have and with the amount of couriers deliveries. A little bit concerning for sure. Anyway, we'll talk about later. Now let's focus on what we're going to talk about today. So today's video is going to be a themed blind buy fragrance haul, and the theme is sexy fragrances. So I picked up 4 sexy fragrances that were recommended by famous YouTubers. So I was really tempted to try these. Let's see if they're as sexy as they're supposed to be. If you want to find out what I picked up this time, keep watching. So quickly before we start, I'd like to recommend subscribing to our channel and clicking the notification bell so that you can be notified every time we release a new video. Having said that, let's start with the blind buy fragrance haul itself. And the first fragrance that I'm going to talk about is this Hypnotic Poison Eau de Parfum by Dior. So I have to admit that I tried the eau de toilette of this fragrance ages ago and I didn't like it. It was too heavy, too mature. I just didn't like it. I couldn't put it off even if I tried. So I never actually thought about it for many years. And recently I've actually watched some videos where people recommending the scent as being like super sexy, like super like sultry, and I decided to give it a go. After some consideration, I decided to go for eau de parfum. Firstly, because, you know, I didn't really like the eau de toilette back then. And also I think the notes are a little bit more up my alley in eau de parfum. So this is how the bottle looks. It's like a very classic poison bottle, and the scent is actually super sexy. That's true. It's like a bitter almonds with licorice and with some vanilla. It's super heavy. It is mature. It is super mature. I mean, not like old lady type of mature, but definitely not something that I would wear in my 20s. Obviously, this is just me. I'm not saying that this shouldn't be worn in your 20s, right? This is just me. Anyway, definitely not a fragrance for everyday use. This is like a special occasion type of scent. When you want to go out and when you want to feel super powerful and sexy. The notes are licorice and almond in top notes, middle notes jasmine, sambac, orange blossom, and then base notes vanilla and tonka bean. So yeah, quite simple, nothing too fancy, but it works. It works perfectly. And I do like Poison collection in general, so this is like a nice little addition to the other ones I have. So the next fragrance that I'm going to talk about is Dolce & Gabbana. This is the only one. This is a very well made gourmand composition with caramel, with some vanilla, roasted coffee, some citrusy notes, and some powderiness from violet. So really nice, but nothing spectacular, nothing groundbreaking, nothing jaw-dropping about this. This is really nice scent, quite sexy, quite edible. The notes are violet, bergamot, and orange. These are the top notes. Then we have coffee, pear, iris, orange blossom, and rose in middle notes. Caramel, vanilla, and patchouli in base notes. It doesn't remind me of black opium at all, like even remotely, although there are people who actually say this is similar. I don't know why, maybe because of that coffee note, but honestly I don't see any similarity. Even after wearing this for a couple of like hours, I can't really say these are similar. So yeah, very nice, very sweet, very sexy, not very sexy, moderately sexy, and a little bit generic too. Nice. So next one is Manifesto by Yves Saint Laurent, and this fragrance, I mean, many people actually say this is quite generic and there's nothing spectacular about it, so I debating on buying this one for the longest time. I couldn't really decide if I wanted or not. And now I'm like, why was I waiting so long? I mean, this fragrance, probably not perfect for everybody, but for me, this is how I want to smell when I feel sexy. So this is the type of fragrance you would wear going out on a date, on a dinner, if you want to feel sexy, but you don't want to spend the whole night partying. So that type of everyday sexiness is what I mean here. So probably one of the reasons why I love this fragrance so much is Lily of the Valley. I am a little bit biased whenever that fragrance appears, whenever that note appears in a fragrance, because I just love it. It kind of brings like really lovely memories from my childhood. So everything with Lily of the Valley is amazing, apart from the soul note of Lily of the Valley, which is something I like to sniff, I like to smell it, but not on myself. So this fragrance has blackcurrant, bergamot, and green notes in the opening. I don't really get many green notes, to be honest. There's jasmine, sambac, and Lily of the Valley in the middle notes, and then we have vanilla, tonka, sandalwood, and cedar in the base. So definitely, I'm super happy with this purchase. Like, where have you been my whole life? Honestly, I love it. I like the bottle. It's not bad. It's the golden cap. It doesn't look cheap, which is quite rare. Every time there's a golden cap, it looks super cheap. So yeah, I'm really happy with this one, although this might not be for everyone. I would say if you like woody floral fragrances with quite distinguishable Lily of the Valley, go for it. Otherwise, you can probably skip it. It's not like extremely original, and if you have, it is possible that you have something similar in your collection. And the last fragrance of the day is Tresor La Nuit by Lancome. And this fragrance, honestly guys, when I first sniffed it, like on a paper, I sprayed it on a paper and I sniffed it, I was like so underwhelmed. I was like really disappointed. This smelled to me like a random concoction of like sweet fragrances, like too much going on. I couldn't really distinguish. I mean, I could distinguish the notes, but there was like too much, and I didn't like it at all. But then I decided to spray it on my skin because, you know, you never know, and I'm so glad I did, because the true beauty of this fragrance was revealed in connection with my skin, actually. So the funny thing is that after I sprayed it on my skin, this fragrance lost some of its notes, like completely. They're just not detectable on my skin at all. So straight from the bottle is like a mix of everything. I don't really get anything interesting in here, because the notes are pear, tangerine, and bergamot and top notes. Middle notes: strawberry, vanilla, orchid, black rose, passion fruit. See how much of notes of sweet notes there are here. And then base notes: praline, caramel, lychee, patchouli, vanilla, incense, coffee, licorice, coumarin, and papyrus. It was like a lot of things going on in here, and everything seems so overly sweet and all, and it actually smells like that straight from the bottle. On my skin, I can distinguish pear, passion fruit, patchouli, and praline, and these are pretty much the only notes that are straight away distinguishable on my skin. It's super yummy, it's delicious, it smells gorgeous on my skin, it is sexy, definitely, and I'm actually quite surprised because all the floral notes and I mean, like, most of the notes actually pretty much disappear, and I'm really happy about that. The strawberry, I don't really get much strawberry, lychee, maybe some woody notes, and that's pretty much it. And it's gorgeous, it's actually gorgeous. So obviously the reviews are quite mixed. Some people say that this fragrance is super like cloying on their skin and just give them like a headache. And I believe that, because if your skin won't filter those notes, you just end up with this weird concoction on your skin that can actually give you a massive headache. Also, your skin can actually filter out all the wrong notes, and you can end up with something you really hate. So I would say test it before you buy it, because this fragrance seems to be quite sensitive to your own body chemistry. I love it. But I was a little bit concerned in the beginning. So definitely try it, test it, and then decide if you want to buy it. Test it on your skin too, not on a piece of paper. Okay guys, so these are my 4 sexy blind buy purchases. I think I did quite alright this time. I think I like all of them. Some of them more, some of them less, but in general I'm quite happy with what I got. Please let me know down in the comments below if you've tried any of these fragrances. Please let me know what you actually think about them, and especially about the Tresor La Nuit. Tell me if you tried it and how it actually smells on your skin. If you detect the same notes that I do, or just maybe it smells completely different on yourself. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to see you quite soon, probably. New fragrance videos appear every week now on Fridays, so if you want to see another fragrance video, be here next Friday at 6 p.m. Also, more fragrance content on my left side. Thank you again for spending the time with me, and I'm going to see you very soon. Take care, bye!